Hello YouTube, I'm Austin, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Artisan Hayate otsu. So right off the bat, I've been using this pad for a pretty considerable amount of time. I've had it for about 3 months, and I have formed a few opinions. So let's just get right into it. This pad is extra soft, definitely has a pretty great amount of plushiness. And honestly, plushiness not for me. I push way harder on my mouse than I need to, and my mice kind of sink into the pad. A matter of fact, if the mouse feet aren't super fucking tall, I scratch the bottom of my mouse. For most people, a extra soft mouse pad is literally will not be an issue. For me, I prefer mine's been soft, but by no means is the extra soft bad. Just if you push down hard on your mouse, maybe consider that soft instead of the extra soft. Now let's kind of go into how this pad performs. So this pad, right off the bat, oh my gosh, this pad is so freaking comfortable, guys. It literally feels like I'm rubbing my hand on a mattress. Like, it has that plushiness. It's soft. It's not really abrasive at all like the Hien. And it really is. It just really does. Like, it feels good, guys. It feels really good. I really like to use this mouse pad just on the feel alone. Not even considering the other benefits I think this pad has over the Hien right now. So there you go. 1 point to the Hayate otsu. Plus, this pad is so soft. It feels like a mattress. Second point is the most important aspect of this pad, the initial friction as well as the stopping power. So where does this compare in terms of the Hien versus the Hayate otsu? Well, I'll tell you. They're exactly the frickin' same, man. They're exactly the same. Like a side-by-side comparison in terms of just glide, like if I, maybe if I didn't have, I wasn't touching the pad, I was just touching the mouse and feeling the glide. I'd be hard pressed to tell a difference between the Hien and the Hayate otsu, just in terms of the material on the outside, not the sponge. I'd be able to tell the difference just based off of the plushiness of this pad versus the Hien. But in reality, this has extremely low initial friction. It's low enough to where you really don't have to put effort in to move the mouse, and it feels extremely light, but it also has the stopping power. Like, it really does. Like, when I want to stop my mouse, guess what? I can stop my mouse, and that's what you want. Like the Hien, this has an amazing balance between stopping power and low initial friction. I actually say that this has slightly lower initial friction than my worn down Hien at this point. Though, and I'd say it actually has the exact same amount of stopping power, so maybe just the slightest edge for the Hayate otsu in terms of glide and gaming performance, likely gaming performance. But that being said, this pad is way less used than my Hien, and only time will tell where this pad will be in the next few months. But for right now, the Hayate otsu, two amazing features that I don't think the Hien quite compares with, unless you like that rough texture. This feels like a mattress, and this I think has slightly better glide and performance. Second here, we'll just go into the normal artisans. The third here, just go into the normal artisan shit. This pad is very grippy. It legitimately feels like it's glued to my desk. I thought the Hien had crazy, had a crazy piece of rubber on the bottom. This almost feels better than the Hien, just because it's in soft, and the pad is a little bit less firm, and a little bit less, just a little bit less firm, and it just has a little bit more ability to get glued to the desk. Only reason I was able to pull mine there is because I don't actually have it flush with my desk, just because my tripod's in the way. But I'm serious, this actually feels like it's part of my desk. It is so hard to pull off the desk. It's crazy. The Stitching, literally normal artisan stitching, freaking crazy. The pad is higher than the stitching, which, you know, you love to see. In terms of a difference in the axes on this, axes I think is the word. There's no difference. You can use this pad vertical, horizontal, sideways, fucking upside down. Like, it doesn't matter. It feels the exact same no matter what angle you're approaching it from. Which I suppose the Hien has a slight verticality difference, but you know, not one that you really can tell. But I'd say this is definitely top fucking tier in terms of just being consistent overall the whole pad. And that's the thing that puts this pad ahead of the Hien the most. Look at this, ready? Crazy, man. My Hien, if I did this, it would go. I'd start here, and it would go. Because the middle of my pad is worn to shit. But this pad, so consistent. So consistent. As long as I'm not digging my fucking Gorilla Grip into this pad, it is genuinely just the most consistent mouse pad I've ever used. Maybe next to like the mid-Raiden, but that's also just too fast for me. So yeah, I really just, there's not much I can say about this pad that makes it bad. Like, if I had this in a soft instead of an X soft, it would be a little bit better for me. But other than that, I don't have a single complaint. I lied. Cleaning this thing is a bitch. It's horrible. I hated cleaning it. I think it was just because I have the extra soft and the soap got sucked into the sponge and just didn't want to come out. I spent hours and hours trying to get the fucking soap out of this mouse pad, and I just couldn't do it, man. I mean, seriously, it took me so long. So here's my tip. If you're cleaning a extra soft artisan pad, maybe mix the soap and water in a separate cup and go light on the soap, because it will stay in this pad until it gets thrown away. It is ridiculous how hard it was to get this soap out. I spent hours just soaking this pad, trying to get the soap out of it. I just couldn't do it. So yeah. Other than like the cleaning, I mean, come on. This pad is basically perfect. I'd choose it over the Hien, just because I prefer the texture of it. In reality, there's not a big difference between a Hien and a Hayate at this point. I just think this pad, for me, it feels a bit more consistent. So it has that little bit of an edge over the Hien at this point. And this is my main pad now. This is my new main. Been using it with the G Pro Wireless Superlight. What a great combo. Been using the whole pad. Feels amazing. Honestly, not very many complaints. If you're thinking about buying an artisan pad, this is a good option. If you're willing to spend the money, I think this is slightly more expensive than the Hien. And honestly, maybe if you think the like few benefits this has is worth the extra $10, go for it. Because this is my new main. I love this pad. Hopefully it doesn't deteriorate and absolutely destroy itself after the next 4 months. But we'll be doing another video at that time, so I guess we'll figure that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tripod today. I got a budget now. I've invested a little bit into my videos. Next thing, I'm gonna get that mic. Ordered a snowball. I'll be using some Sony Vegas, getting this shit edited. You know. So hopefully we'll have a pretty big quality jump in the next few videos, though I can't promise anything because, you know, life happens. Regardless, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.